changes, I'm sure, in terms of positioning. Flair goes off at the right hand side away to her right. The game's on, and Errigal Ciaran immediately try and get the ball moving towards the old scoreboard, the Nally stand end of the ground here. Out this left hand side, picked up by the number 15, Rory Canavan. He'll steady himself and just get himself into a better position and tries to thread the ball through. There's a number 18 on, as we expected. Number 11 is Errigal Ciaran's Thomas Canavan, and that one goes wide. And number 18 there is Conall Devlin, who's on there for Ardboe. As we expected, we knew there was probably going to be changes, and I think there's as expected, Kyle Coney also introduced there.
Yeah, Jordan Bell, he's picking up Dara Canavan here for Ardboe as well, so he'll be a tough job for him this evening maybe.
Well, the first wide of the afternoon, and the ball goes out this near side, picked up by Peter Hart. Championship haircut on him as well, like so many players. The ball runs loose, so an opportunity still for Errigal Ciaran, but well pickpocketed there and turned over, and Eugene Teague gets fouled, gets a free kick away, but it's a rush one for Owen Mulgrew. He done well though under the pressure and gets it forward down to the replacement there, Conall Devlin. Scored a point in the championship so far. Devlin driving forward towards the Oma end of the ground here. Mulgrew will be a free in though, and a lot of positional switches already. Connor,
I feel alright there. It'll be, from our Ardboe point of view, it'll be good to see Kyle starting for him. I see he's setting up to hit this free here. Good turnover from him down the defence here, so broke up well there, so chance to get the first goal of the game for Kyle.
Kyle, of course, needs no introduction. 5 points in the championship this year. Told me at the start of the year he wasn't able to co-commentate, so obviously he had his plans in place for Ardboe to go all the way. That's a good effort.
Good score.
And that one has went over the bar. An early score here for Kyle Coney. Just what they wanted, Connor.
Yeah, definitely good start for them, yeah. And I see them now they've pushed up on the Errigal kick out here, so see how they get on here. I'd imagine Joe Goose would be a target for Dara here in this kick out.
Kick out from McInerney. Did score the first point of the championship way back against Killyclogher, and he scored it from play. Nice ball out that far side, but a bit of work still to be done, and the referee gives the free kick to Errigal Ciaran. Good crowd gathered for this one, as we expected there would always be. A couple of years ago, of course, there was a semi-final here with about 5,000-6,000 people at it. A lot of football on, and the final will be a star attraction. Whoever's in it could be an all-west decided between Errigal Ciaran and Thrillick, or indeed an eastern one as well, an east v west one. Ball down this near side, picked up. Nice ball it is too, but good work from Oisin Devlin. Read the danger and got the hand in and got the defence away for Shane McGuigan, and the referee calls it back for the free kick, and that indicates where it's to be taken from. And no panic with him. Out this right hand side, Jordan Bell picks it up, looks to see is there options for him inside. Eugene Teague has made the run, but it's replacement there, Conall Devlin coming forward. No panic with them just yet. Again, Jordan Bell's made a good run round the right hand side, but goes back to Kyle Coney, operating through the centre. Familiar role for him. Coney out this right hand side to Bell. Number 2 on his back, but driving forward into the half forward line at this stage, and then cuts back on himself, takes a touch, and then lays it back once again to Coney across the far side. Big attack coming up here potentially. Castey, a lot expected from him this evening. Back out it comes to Devlin, and out to the right hand side where Cormac Devlin picks it up. Combination play with him there. Back to Devlin. They're patient, and Errigal have absolutely everybody behind the ball, as we expected it would be, Connor.
Yeah, definitely. Just the same as Ardboe done there in the last Errigal attack, that everybody behind the ball and just a wee bit slow and laboured at the minute. But Ardboe are being patient. They're trying to pick holes. They're trying to get a wee bit of space. So it's just a wee bit slow at the minute. But it'll be good to see how it all develops as the game goes.
Right
on
man,
a break now.
Right man, the far side. Castey gets the ball inside, and the referee awards the free kick. And you'd expect certainly Kyle Coney territory if he decides to take it. McGuigan probably most likely candidate though. Referee just having a word there and just settling things down. Early stages of this Conleys of Moy Tyrone Championship clash here in the bright sunshine of Park Columkill. Opened of course in 1971, October 1971. Free kick coming in. And the young supporters will tell you that wasn't over the bar, Connor.
Yeah, they'll be fairly happy with that. Against a bit of a breeze, 2 frees and 2-0 up. They'll be fairly happy about the minute. Definitely are. Again, they've pushed up a wee bit on the kick out.
That free popped over the bar with relative ease, that's for sure. Kick out then is in a go. Well, it looked like a scuffy one there, but they managed to get recovery on it and get the ball back again out this near side. And Errigal go on the offensive here, but again, all of a sudden, Ardboe retreat everybody back into the mix once again. Ben McDonald takes touch of the ball, tries to get the pass back out again here to Dara Canavan. 3 men coming around him, right below us there, and the official down below us there, very animated, certainly frantic was that one, but it will be a free. Kyle Coney trying to hold back Canavan there just down below us there. Pitch starting to cut up a wee bit. It's been heavy rain over the past few days, of course, but conditions absolutely perfect for this one. Little in the way of breeze from what we can tell up in their position here at the, just in the corner towards the Nanali stand end of the ground, picked up by Conan Devlin rather, and for giving him company there's Tague. The interception goes on as a heavy hit, and it will be a free. And immediately Didi Mulgrew wants to get it away quickly to Kyle Coney out this right hand side. Lots of instruction being barked across on this near side by one of the Ardboe officials, of course. Ardboe managed by a good friend of your own, Gavin Devlin, of course, Gary Martin, Nolan Neal and Ciaran Campbell in the backroom team.
Experienced man, Gavin, yeah, he knows where he's at. He's been on the scene now a long time at inter-county level as well, so he'll have Ardboe going well. He'll
be crossing the border soon, of course, as well.
That's right.
To our rivals in the Oakleaf County. But for now, his concentrations on O'Donovan Rossa and trying to get them back to a final again. Their first since 19, won it last 25 years ago, and they will be the 25th anniversary team this year, of course, and what they would delight in getting to a county final at the end of the month. The ball breaks in that far side and it's turned over, and it's good work from Errigal Ciaran. Immediately Peter Hart involved there, moving the ball out this near side, trying to get the Errigal attack moving. The ball will run out down below us, and Canavan goes to ground onto the challenge, and it will be a free or a line ball here just down below us.
You'd imagine that would be the danger for Ardboe if you get turned over in that area, sort of in that area of the field. That could have counter attack with like Ciaran and Rory up front here. You know, get a good quick ball to them. That's where Ardboe could be in bother. But they're coping well at the minute. They're keeping the ball well, and they turned Errigal over 3 or 4 times already. So they'll be happy enough how they've started this game.
Both sides have conceded very little in the championship this year. Cassidy driving forward, touching the ground. So the referee was going to call it there. And the challenge come in there, and could be a booking here already, and that's always a worry for any side. You lose somebody to a booking this early on, maybe rejigs your plans. Just a tick, I think it is.
Yellow card.
The yellow card, yeah. So coming up to hit this one, Conal Quinn scored 2 points in the championship so far this year, and I'm sure he'd like to add to his tally, that's for sure. And the conditions, well, there's a bit of a breeze, Conor, but it seems to be swirling around more than just being one direction, so we'll wait to see how that goes. Yeah. Quinn steadies himself, red hat on head.
Looks good.
Strikes it very, very well. Dropped short. It looked like it was going over there, over the bar, but the animated official down below us jumps again. And for Strictly come dancing, coming up anywhere, he'd be the man for it, because he's certainly doing some moves down there below us, but certainly they're passionate about their football in the Loch Shore, that's for sure. Errigal Ciaran coming forward. Nice pass there from Thomas Canavan. Among the scores the last day against Merton.
Again, everybody behind the ball for Ardboe again. That seems to be the tactic they're employing early doors anyway, getting everybody behind the ball and trying to force it and limit the space for Errigal going forward here. Both
sides very much in the defensive and hoping for a quick break, but it's a dangerous tactic if you get caught around the middle there, that's for sure. Kavanagh picks it up. Mark Kavanagh, trusty left foot like his father, of course, Eamon. Long probing ball forward inside. The mark taken. And it will be Joe Goose.
Left a bit of space inside there from a Ardboe point of view. Maybe they weren't covering or sweeping. Seems to be one-on-one there, and that's a few times Errigal have tried to probe the ball in there, and they've successful, got a few passes, but this is the first now opportunity, a scoring opportunity for Errigal with Joe.
And Joe, of course, Muller was part of the squad last week for Errigal Ciaran ladies as they won the senior title, and that once went over the bar. And it's just what they needed, just to settle in there. 2 points to 1. Just coming up to a couple of minutes played, just coming up to 11 minutes played. Actually, the time's flowing in this one. Keeper hitting this without Conal Quinn.
Errigal going a bit of a zonals here, sort of on the kick out. Ardboe's breaking it, moving. Gets it short away.
Right, that far side, it can be a bit tricky to get the ball out of there if you're going to play it like that, but they are happy to move it out that far side once again. And in the shadows of the first stand in Tyrone, comes across this near side once again, where Jordan Bell has continued to run forward. Good run down this right hand side from Oran Mulgrew as well. He's sort of drawn men out, but the ball has been almost pickpocketed there by Kavanagh. And just what we're talking about there, Conor, it's a dangerous role to be playing if you're going to get pickpocketed like that. And again, the pressure's on the Ardboe men. Errigal, 2 men coming across, and the referee gives a free.
Good tackling, good pressure by Errigal. Didn't let Ardboe build at all around the middle of the field there now. So, as you said, Paddy, you can get caught in that area, they can cause you problems. So you have to make sure the pass goes to hand there. Can't get caught out.
I think the referee has picked up a knock there, actually. Picked up an injury with that one.
You could be right, Paddy, yeah. He's limping.
He seems to have a few difficulties there, but he seems to be okay. And, well, the play will continue. I think maybe he got caught in going through the players there. Maybe got stood on by accident, of course. But
good to continue by the looks of him.
Yeah, McAnally likes to drive forward, as we've seen so far in this championship campaign. Normal base the state agent, driving forward, lays it back again to Canavan. And then Canavan out to Hart. Toying with the opposition. Goalkeeper still in the mix there, still lending a hand to support if he's required, but it's instead threaded through the centre. And another mark and an opportunity to draw level.
Yeah, definitely. Well, a nice bit of play by Errigal. They're keeping the ball nice around the middle of the field, and then they're looking for this probing pass inside, and that's 2 in a row they've got now.
Peter Ogue about to step up and try to hit this one.
Looks good.
He steadied himself well. He just looked to maybe step a wee bit too far back, but no, it's went over the bar and the side's level, and certainly they'll be happy with that.
Errigal again going zonal again on their Ardboe kick out. Ardboe's bunch in the middle now, breaking. Can I get a hit him on?
Kick out
going long
from Quinn, this time out this right hand side. Ball breaks, knocked away. Good bit of play there, and the man mopping up the loose ball, Peter Hart, lays it back inside again to the point scorer, Ogue McCartan. Again, it's Errigal Ciaran. It looks dangerous. Challenge comes in. 3 come around him. A bit like Trillick last night when the frees were given away last night. There was always 3 men coming in, and that seemed to be the case there against Dungannon last night. And Dungannon were happy to just pop over the frees in that first half anyway. And a bit like that today, Ardboe have closed men down, but overcommitted perhaps, and this free coming in.
Yeah, just need to be a bit more disciplined, I suppose. You know, your body's around, your help around you. Just need to be a bit more easy in the tackle, be sensible, not rushing in with arms in, and confident. You have Tommy Canavan there on the end of freeze, you're going to be in bother. Tommy can shoot them all day. Tommy,
his 9th point of the championship this year, and certainly all of a sudden, after being 2 points to the good, they find themselves a point behind. And again, the zone over the kick out, they're taking their time with the kick out, and there's little opportunity. Their fans are appealing that he's taking too long. Again, the kick out comes out this near side, and again it goes out over the sideline. The referee said it was a push in the back. Errigal want to take the line ball, but no, it will be a free. And the man down below us is Cormac Devlin. Seemed to hurt the back in that situation. And the referee having a word just to settle things down. The Oma official. I'm joined by Cathal Bell and Sean Devaney. Physio coming out to tend him.
And Cormac's job seems to be he's tagging Peter Hart there for most of this early part of the game. So a big job in his hands today for Cormac, good player. So we'll be to see how he gets on with Peter, a bit of experience.
Absolutely, it's going to be a tight battle, there's no doubt. There's come great battles over this championship campaign. We expect some here today as well. Bright sunshine in the October sunshine, I should say, in this senior football championship semi-final, sponsored by Connolly's Amoy, and immediately has turned over. And Errigal Ciaran on the offensive here, an opportunity, ball inside, third pass out to the right hand side, goal chance from Tommy Canavan, palmed across square and ball. Turned into the net, but it is a square ball. But certainly it just shows you they cut them apart. We're seeing the replay, they just cut them
Devlin was with the block, I think, there. Lovely, didn't give up, go back, lovely, saved the goal first time. Brilliant defensive play.
Involved, breaking through the centre, just opened up completely. And well, It's a warning for the Rosses, that's for sure. The ball goes out that far side once again, and Ardboe set up the attack. Errigal bringing men back, sweeping back in again. Coney in the far side, trying to get possession of the ball. He's been quiet since the early stages of this one. The referee having a long, hard look over there. Lets the play continue. And then eventually calls it back. And there was some challenges going on over there, Connor.
It was all right. We got a wee bit feisty there, yeah. And it's the hot ball now, so went to see who wins this one. Joe goes in.
And no wasting time whatsoever.
Very good ball.
Free kick for Errigal on that.
Yeah. Actually like to see a wee bit of stuff going on, or we getting physical and getting stuck in. That's livening the crowd up a wee bit as well, Paddy, so it's good to see. Championship
football, of course, in Tyrone is a cutthroat business. There's no second chances, that's for sure. The ball back there, and Errigal Ciaran going to be patient in their build up there by O'Hanlon. Again, plenty of movement from the forwards around them. Man looking for it here actually is Dermot Morrow as well. Long ball in, that's gone wide, but
from Rory Canavan.
Interested to see there, Dermot Morrow had strolled up the park basically unhindered, and opportunity didn't come his way. Kick out from Conall Quinn. 2 points on the board in the championship. He'll be concentrating just getting this kick out right. Through the centre he goes on this occasion. They've been out to the right the last couple of times. The ball breaks round the middle again, and Errigal Ciaran get possession out there on the far side with McCartan. Nice rounded pass, comes the whole way back into McDonald, and then back to goalkeeper McAnenley as Ardboe retreat everybody back behind the ball. Well, attempt to, and eventually it comes back again there on that far side to the man engineered that initially, O'Hanlon.
Errigal just finding their feet in this game here now, this last couple of minutes. They're just holding possession for a lot of the time and just controlling the thing.
Veteran going through there as well. McCrory looking for assistance, looking to lend assistance rather. Peter Hart out this near side, jinks in from the marker. The pass comes back again round the centre of the park to the number 6 there, Ciaran Quinn. And then out the whole way there to Canavan once again, who's operating more of a central role rather than going through the middle today.
We've had McCrory in full forward, which is a strange sight to see. Normally it is at the far end.
Has scored a great goal, of course, in the championship over the past few years, of course, as well. He's always been around. Certainly attacked by a wasp. This time of the year, they must grow them big up here. The ball inside, an opportunity here from Canavan. Dropped in and dropped over the bar.
Lovely bit of play from Errigal there, brilliant. Through the hands, patient. Add a wee bit of pace then from Tommy, and a lovely score then off his left foot on the left hand side here. Brilliant play from Errigal.
If you were Gavin Devlin now, would you be, coming up now, what have we played here? Just go check the watch. We have played almost 18 minutes. What would you be thinking?
You'd probably like to put a bit more heat on them, or as I say there, Errigal through the hands a lot, nice, fairly easy there, and they got a handy enough score. Wasn't much pressure, so it'll be more maybe man to man. Instead of sitting back, I'd be trying to push more, put pressure on them. Just like what Errigal's doing,
O'Hare couldn't get a touch in that one. The ball comes squeezed out this near side to Joe Goose once again. Back it comes to the full forward there, Derek Canavan. That one, curls wide off the upright. The Conleys of Moy Tyrone Senior Football Championship semi-final. That is Errigal Ciaran 4 points, Ardboe 2 points. Whoever watching in the world, you're very welcome here to Park Columkill and Carrickmore in the beautiful sunshine. Last couple of times we've been here, it's been very, very wet, but certainly it's a fine day for football, and both sides are serving up what they expect to be a close call here, and it will end up, I'm sure, that way before the end of this one. There's been some great battles over the years between these two, and last time out, of course, Moortown in the league, of course, it was an Errigal Ciaran side lost that one to Ardboe in the league a couple of months ago now, way back at the start of the year. And Ardboe driving forward down this right hand side, the ball still in play, and trying to get the ball across, so the referee lets it go once again. The referee's been very, very up to date with everything, very, very close to everything. In the far side it goes to McAnenley, and they will build from the back here once again as we speak. Though Canavan, the man looking for it through the middle, a real tussle between him and Jordan Bell. It goes through the far side to Canavan, tries to fade the pass, still has possession of the ball and does well to get control of it once again. An opportunity, a long range opportunity, and what a superb point.
Excellent score. Great turnover by Errigal in the defence, worked it across through the goalkeeper down the far side, and all but Darnage, that wasn't the best ball he got, but he worked hard turned a good pass to the defender and lovely point off his left foot. That's just what he can do, you know. So Errigal get a wee bit of a cushion now, out to 3 points. Ardboe would like to get a score to get people back in this game, get settled down again.
Yeah, and that all came about after the good work in the back to Rob Cassidy.
Yeah.
And then the ball threaded down this left-hand side. Another opportunity here for Errigal Ciaran. Can they engineer another score? Confident, comfortable play. Knocked over the ball. Knocked over the bar.
By Mark Yavney, yeah. Ardboe just struggling a wee bit to get their kickouts going here. Errigal's been on serious pressure. They're going a wee bit zonal. They're going man to man. It's just keepers find it hard to. Tom Quinn's find it hard to get a man, you know, this time. So under a bit of pressure here now. So next kick out or two, or next play or two is going to be very important for Ardboe.
Players putting the squeeze on there with every kick out now, and life is not easy for the O'Donovan Rosses at this stage as a kick comes from Quinn through the centre, knocked away.
Errigal ball again.
And the challenge comes in, and another free for Errigal Ciaran, and we'll try and engineer something here once again in the sunshine. But they'll be happy with what they've seen so far there, Mark and Aidan.
Oh, definitely. Well, Ardboe started fairly well the first sort of 4, 5, 6 minutes, but over this last 15 minutes now or so, you could say that definitely Errigal have taken over, especially around the middle of the field. They've won numerous breaks, and as we said, with likes of Dara up front, they're very dangerous now going forward.
And the free kick,
but a free inside,
yes. Has called it forward, yeah.
Holding Dara off the ball there. Dara made a run for that short free kick, and Jordan bit of a pull on him.
No point in him arguing because the referee's made the call, and what was a slightly harder one becomes an easier one. You'd expect him to try and pop this one over the bar, coming up to the 22nd minute here. He'll steady himself down and try and engineer it. And already Ardboe are planning for the kick out.
Yeah, a few boys getting
right in the middle there.
Know each other around the middle of the field here. A wee bit of pushing and shoving going on.
Popped in and popped over the bar. 7 points to 2. And all of a sudden, after the bright start, it's all changed.
But big time, definitely. That's a 5-point gap now, so that's a fairly good lead. Playing with a bit of a breeze there obviously helped them. So, but again, kick out problem, an issue here. So, big concern for Ardboe. He's went out to the wing this time.
Yes, the first time he's used that side. And
good one this time, in fairness, yeah. Conal Devlin is it.
Wee bit of control in the ball.
Cormac Devlin, sorry. Cormac, I think, won that one.
And they won that ball on that far side and have a chance to move it up the park here once again.
I think Ardboe would need a score very soon. If that gap happens to open any wider, there could be in serious problems. So,
well, Mulgrew has it, going to go straight through the middle, looking up to see his options on. He has support out there for Jack Martin, of course, the former underage county man out that right hand side, trying to find Kyle Coney, who's been quiet since that opening 2 or 3 minutes. He certainly hasn't had much in the way of getting ball, that's for sure.
No, definitely not. With Errigal taking over around the middle of the field, they just can't get Kyle on the ball, and they need Kyle on the ball.
And the challenge comes in on the county champions again. And
Aidan McCrory breaking out from defence, excellent, and moving the ball again now quick.
Man of Aidan McCrory's experience, he shook himself down, get back into the mix here once again, and all of a sudden it's very much Errigal's to lose even at this stage. They're very controlled, very assured. McAnally on the far side puts it through into the centre, and the ball launched long. Oh, super take from Canavan.
Lovely ball from Roy, brother to brother.
And they've scored. They have scored 2 marks already, and they will be fancying them chances for a third one here, Conor, because they've been very impressive.
They have, definitely have. Now they're moving the ball very well. They're tackling excellent. Yeah, a couple of great turnovers from the defence and walking the ball up the field at great speed and great accuracy. And you have 2 boys like that playing on your forward line, it's a massive advantage. And
alarm bells must be sounding for Gavin Devlin. They find themselves 6 points down here, 8 points to 2, and they don't even look like scoring. That's the scary thing here. They don't even look like making much in the way of a threat, because they're struggling to get the ball over the 45-metre line.
Yeah. And kick out long again, so hanging up high.
Yeah, and it's going out this near side once again. And
Errigal's ball again.
Intelligent play once again. Good play there from Ciaran Quinn. Ciaran Quinn to Peter Hart. Peter Hart's got Kavanagh for support. Decides to go it alone from distance. And that is an excellent effort. Beautiful. And that is a superb point from Peter Hart.
All of over 50 metres outside of the boot. Again, no real pressure on him. Wee bit of a breeze is back. Peter can do that all day long.
And you'll see in the replay there, of course, as well, the way he just struck that ball, he struck it with such ease and quality. There was no pressure putting the ball, he just stroked through it. And when you've got that class among your team, you certainly will fancy your chances of progression in the O'Neill Cup, that's for sure.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Conal Quinn's kickouts, he's tried them to the centre, he's tried them out to the right, he's tried them out to the left, and on maybe one or two occasions, the ones out to his left have actually worked. When they're coming out this way here, they're certainly not making the ground, that's for sure. Ball breaks in the middle of the park again, super take.
Peter
and
O'Hanlon.
Again inside to Kavanagh from distance. This is an exhibition. Oh, what a score from Canavan. And all of a sudden, we're into 10 points to 2.
Uncontested catch by Peter O'Hanlon in the middle of the field. Can't let that happen. And then an easy 20-metre kick pass to Canavan, just standing again on the 45 and popped it over the bar.
And again,
very easy.
And again, if you're looking for youngsters to see how to play Gaelic football, that wouldn't be bad there.
Great example, you know. No bounce, no solo, head down, lovely strike over the bar.
And certainly the brother-in-law showed the brother-in-law showed the brother-in-law how to do it there. Absolutely superb stuff there, that's for sure. Anya, of course, recovering from injury and as well, but part of the squad last week for Errigal Ciaran. It could be a good year for Errigal Ciaran. They're certainly in the driving seat here, 10 points to 2, 26 minutes on the clock. And the ball laid back here, and everybody's in the action here now. Dermot Morrow coming forward again. McAnanley's getting up there as well to lend a hand, and it goes out here to Peter Hart once again. They've been impressive, Errigal Ciaran. They've pulled through the gears, and what an opportunity here for Peter Hart. And that is a quality score. We had the perfect angle with that one, and this is very much a walk in the park for Errigal Ciaran. And I don't know, but certainly after their victory over Oma, their victory over Cullen, we expected a bit more from Ardboe, but they find themselves like rabbits in the headlight.
Big time. I was struggling on a nice kick out still. But again, Peter Hart a lot of room to cut in on his right foot that time and swing a lovely score.
The ball is taken around the middle of the park at this stage. Shane McGuigan coming up to do it.
Come out to do that, getting a bit more ball hopefully.
And maybe we'll get a contest out of this one yet as Aidan Duffy goes forward for Ardboe. Men down this right hand side. After the early chances they had, Cassidy picking it up. After the early movement and everything, they looked very impressive, but all of a sudden they weren't allowed to do that anymore by Errigal Ciaran. Back to Coney. Lovely bit of play from Coney. He knows what to do when he gets up there, but they've lost possession of the ball and it's turned over once again. The man in there, Ray Canavan, digging in his defence to help, and the ball goes back the whole way. And
good defensive play by Aidan McCrory there. He stood Kyle up, didn't dive in, stood there.
Aidan McCrory's been superb.
Yeah, done very well.
Look at the ball down this left hand side to Ben McDonald. Well, sort of thought about closing in on goal. He's got Joe Goose there for support. Takes possession of the ball, gets it onto his right and punches it in, and over the bar it goes.
Seems to be the story. Ardboe attack a wee bit, turned over. Errigal sort of breaking. Lovely ball again by Rory into space to Ben McDonald, cut inside and fisted over the bar. Great score from Errigal point of view. Without doubt, total control of the game.
We're coming up to the halfway stage here. 2 minutes of normal time to be played. 10 between them at half time almost, and this is certainly not going to script in terms of Ardboe, Donovan and Rossa. They just can't get into this game at all. Challenge comes in. Ball won back again. McCartan. Nice ball down this left hand side. Was picked up by Tommy Canavan from distance. Out the far side it goes. Still an opportunity. Kept in play. O'Goose does well. Gets it onto his scoring side. Gets it back out to Canavan. And that's fired in and over the bar it goes.
Brilliant score again. What I was good at there, the different men playing in that full forward position. Joe Goose, Morrow's inside, Aidan McCrory is inside, and lovely ball by Tommy across to Joe Goose, flicked it off, and a great score to skimmed over the crossbar. But Paddy, as you say, Ardboe will be mad to get into the break to get that half-time whistle blowing, because they're in serious pressure here at the minute. They're totally out of the game, and Errigal's to lose at the minute.
The kickouts have not worked, that's for sure. And it's not the keeper's fault. There's nobody wanting around the middle of the park. They're directing the right direction, but they're not being picked up. And Errigal won this one back once again. O'Hanlon over there mopping up the loose ball, and Errigal have got Peter Hart down this near side screaming for it. Canavan, McAnanley out this near side. It comes to Hart though. 1 minute of additional time to be played as Errigal going the offensive again. Hart from the left-hand side. He just literally clips that one and clips it over the bar.
Brilliant score by Paddy Hart, yeah.
What a
As
score.
you said, Paddy standing on his own here with 10-20 metres of space and just drive down the line and clipped a lovely score over the bar. You can't give a man of that quality and experience, Paddy Hart, loads and loads of room like that to attack you down the wing, and he's going to punish you just like he did there, and he's having a brilliant game so far.
I'll say we're almost into that 1 minute of additional time. There's been no real stoppages in this game at all. It's really been a procession at this stage, in fairness, for Errigal Ciaran. Certainly not what I expected from Ardboe.
No, definitely not. Errigal's dictated the whole play. They've worked a bit harder. They've kept the ball a bit better, and they're winning the midfield exchanges.
And they're winning the dirty ball as well. Now the play has been continued, though. The referee lets it go. It's picked up this time by Cormac Devlin. He needs a score. Cormac Devlin driving in down the right hand side. Will an opportunity come for him? He flashes it in, and that's their first score in play, at least 25 minutes.
I think that first score from play, probably just not unlike Errigal. They got caught in a bit of a counter attack. Ardboe won that kick out, and Cormac Devlin buffed in a bit of space. Good ball into him, and he took a score badly needed from Ardboe point of view.
Absolutely. Now can they put a bit of pressure on here? They do need a goal, though, just to make things a bit more interesting. After a wonderful bright start from them, 2 points they got in the opening 6 minutes or so, but certainly it hasn't went to plan. And what a lovely take round the middle of Goose inside the Hart. Hart raised the challenge well. Hart closed in on goal here. He has support of Derek Canavan. He supported Rory Canavan. He goes it alone, puts it across the face of the goal, and it's turned to the back of the net. And Errigal Ciaran certainly are in cruise control in this one. Good finish.
Brilliant finish. Paddy Hart very brave there. I think it was Jordan Bell come out to him there, and he just nipped into the ball before him and then laid on a lovely pass into Joe Goose to palm to the back of the net.
Simple when it's done like that, isn't it?
Yeah,
definitely. Joe Goose picked up a booking for that incidentally. The referee will call half time. He's just going to.
But a celebrating maybe in front of the goalkeeper and stuff. That's why he picked up that one. But Errigal's total control. Go out and express yourselves and play ball and see what you can do.
Absolutely. Well, Joe Goose got the goal just before half time to leave it a 14-point game. Tells its own story, really. Ball out this near side, an opportunity for an early score for O'Donovan Rosses. Aiming to get to the final for the first time since 2019. Actually, 2009 was it? I think it was 2009. They got beat with Dromore, I think, was it?
Something like that, yeah. I think you're right,
I thought it was further back in that. It was a late penalty, I think you recall, in that game.
That's right, yeah.
Late penalty.
McCullough, was it? Yeah.
It was, yeah. But the current Ardboe side will not be happy, nor will the men from 25 years ago who will be celebrated at O'Neill Seeley Park on the 29th of the month. One man who won't be there on the 29th of the month, and we wish him well, is Alan Rogers, our good friend in the Herald, who is doing the Dublin Marathon, and the best of luck to him and all the local people who will be competing in that. Looking forward to it, I'm sure, but I'm sure he'd rather be watching county final too, of course. And Tulloch safely encamped, waiting on the winners of this one. And at this stage, it looks very like Errigal Ciaran in aiming to try and do what Carrickmore done in 2005, Conor, wasn't it? Or 2006?
That's correct, 2004, 2005, the last do two in a row. And our lovely friends Errigal beat us in the final in 06 as well after replay. So
some great battles with Errigal over the years. And of course, last year, a victory for Errigal against Carrickmore, and that final, of course, as well. Maybe there's another one left in you yet, and you never know.
You never know, right.
After this year, another All Ireland, sure, why not? Anyway, this game has started, but it is very much cat and mouse. Nobody really pressing forward. Now Errigal eventually putting themselves into gear on that far side. An opportunity here to try and engineer another score. A goal chance perhaps from Derek Canavan. Intelligent play once again from Errigal Ciaran. They're doing that all day.
Yeah, very surprised in Ardboe. Yes, Errigal are playing around the middle of the field with the ball here, 2 and 3 pass, nice and easy. But a brilliant injection of pace by Peter Ogue. Led it off to Dara, cut inside lovely, and probably took a sensible enough option. The way it options the back post, fisted over the bar and just keeps the scoreboard ticking for Errigal.
And they'll be happy with that. The kick out from the goalkeeper. Conall Cullen, the right hand side's a short one and almost be pickpocketed there. But good work from Cormac Devlin. Point score in the first half. Took a bit of scruff of the neck and that to get that score, and he took possession of that ball as well while under pressure. The ball on the far side. Ardboe driving forward now, trying to engineer a score. Goes to Eugene O'Teague, and the referee has called it back for a free, and an opportunity here for the Lockshore side. A difficult year for people involved in the Lockshore. Of course, a free away down this near side to Shea Quinn. An opportunity for Shea Quinn. He steadied himself, gets a shot in, and he drops it over the bar, much to the delight of those young supporters up behind the goals.
Yeah, good response to Errigal score there. Quick free, bit of space with the far side. Sensible enough option, cut inside, and a nice score from Shea.
Yeah, and certainly they needed that one, that's for sure. But as I was saying, tough time for the fishermen and everybody up around the Lockshore with that algae, of course, and football was a fine release for them. I was talking to a couple of men earlier on this year who were telling me that the football was, the driving force keeping things right for them. But certainly not going right at this stage, at this juncture, as Ciaran Quinn picks it up at the back and puts it out that far side. Couple of injuries, of course, in this Errigal side, of course, as well. A couple of key men missing.
Again, Errigal control, one short kick out. Comfortable. Nicely again, yeah.
Kavanagh.
Not much heat put on now from Ardboe, really.
Two men coming across to Kavanagh, but he's very, very comfortable in the ball.
Getting the ball pass away, very, very handy. You'd like a bit more heat or pressure on.
Back after a long-term injury, Mark Kavanagh, of course, as well. And he had a difficult early year with it, but certainly he would like to be back on county final day, back with
like him and Cormac Quinn as well. Cormac come back from after county, got injured as well. So big pluses, them two men come back, exceptional footballers, both of them.
O'Hanlon lays it back across there to McAnally, and McAnally then takes a return pass and drives on forward once again, getting the ball inside to Canavan, and all of a sudden it opens up again for him. No one coming across him at all. He just steadied himself down and got that shot away as it dropped to the post. A goal chance, rolled to the net.
Aidan McCrory
with the greatest of ease from the man with an All-Ireland medal in his back pocket or two. And well, this is certainly a procession. And Aidan McCrory, right place, right time.
As you said, probably no pressure on. It was Dara just out the side, soling away, just waiting for opportunity to get the ball and kick it over the bar, but just off the post.
But nobody read the danger there at all from an Ardboe point of view. It's as if they've just threw the towel in here.
Yeah, you'd think so. It's a bit disappointing from an Ardboe point of view, as I said. You'd like to see them come out with a wee bit of fire in the belly and try and show someone, but that's the nail in the coffin there from our Ardboe point of view to imagine now after that.
And Aidan McCrory wears number 3, but certainly that wasn't a number 3 goal, that's for sure. And you've been a former number 3, Conor, you know that. But certainly it's very much a very one-sided affair here altogether. The crowd even have lost interest in it, to be fair, because you just look around you, there's a lot of talk going on and people obviously contemplating the final already. But we thought this would be a lot closer as Devlin drives forward. One or two players certainly still working tirelessly here for the Ardboe cause. Back out here to Cormac Devlin. Point score in the first half. Steadies himself, gets a shot in and drops it in and drops it over the bar.
That's the sort of bit of play you'd like to see more from Ardboe. A bit of drive. Coming from Oisin Devlin, coming driving down a bit, cut across, nice wee pass into Cormac and over the bar. That's the sort of the play you'd like to see from Ardboe and try and salvage a wee bit of pride for the end of this game.
Well, I suppose if you're on that Errigal bench, you'd be contemplating maybe making a few changes, certainly for the last quarter, that's for sure, to rest players. But good work here down below us. Goose does well, as we said earlier on, his mother, part of the Errigal squad last week. And it's a couple of changes there in that Errigal setup, incidentally, as well. We'll check on it. Matthew Bell coming in for Kyle Coney, incidentally. So Coney must be carrying a knock.
I suppose he's been listed in the subs for nearly all the championship, I think, there, and started a few, yes, but he must be carrying someone coming in leading into this championship campaign,
He started so well in the first half, the first 6 minutes, but all of a sudden the wheels come off the wagon for them and he went out of the game, so he's been replaced. A couple of word changes as well, but at the minute it is the men from the Lockshore driving forward, trying to get possession of the ball, and again it's easily turned over by a very resolute and assured Errigal defence, who have been so comfortable in the ball this afternoon. They deserve great credit as the ball's taken away by Pádraig Traynor. He's been the quieter of the forwards, but he's getting involved now, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's doing savage work around the middle of the field and stuff, just linking play and keeping the ball moving. You have to give credit to Errigal, their hand pass and their pass just a wee bit sharper, crisper. Likes that attack from Ardboe. This ball didn't go to Han, and then led to Errigal turnover. Now Errigal attack, but Errigal's pass was
few people
brilliant.
Talking as well, Peter, about that point that Peter Hart scored, the way he rode the challenge, the bravery he showed to go through and pop the ball over the bar. Here's an opportunity once again, the ball to create that far side, another goal chance perhaps. Shot comes in, it's knocked over the bar They'll be happy enough with that.
Dermot Morrow breaking through again, yeah. Nice ball in from Joe Goose. Again, there's 1-1 from your full back line now, so it's not a bad return.
Which has been the case during the campaign. That McAnally had scored in the championship, Morrow had scored in the championship, McCartan had scored in the championship, McDonald had scored in the championship. So they've all been amongst the scores, and certainly it just shows the merit at this side are. The ball one round the middle of the park once again. Challenge coming in, will be a free wee bit of afters there, but Ciaran is there to sort out. Ciaran joined today, as we said, by Cathal Bell and Sean Devaney. And Gary Gormley, the fourth official. The best luck to Gary, of course, tomorrow, who'll referee the big Western Derby between Fintona and Drumrad. That'll be a tasty one too for you here on Tyrone GATV. That'll be a good final, good junior final.
You think so? Two teams that can play football. I've seen them this time during the year and last year as well at Division 3, so good exceptional teams, some young talent in both squads, like, so it'll be making an interesting game.
You were involved, of course, this year in Division 3. Your thoughts on it?
It's a highly competitive division. Done a wee bit with Drumquin this last number of years and been going fairly well, a great improvement, but the standard's very, very good at that level. You know, sometimes you would think Division 3, but it's exceptional stuff sometimes, and some exceptional footballers come out of it, so it'll make for a big good game tomorrow, and hopefully get a good crowd and another good day for it, and a good atmosphere created. It'll be a good day for both teams.
Absolutely. One man is certainly Sean in Division 3 this year, Davy Hart, one of the main men for Errigal Ciaran, who of course got over the line in the opening round this year after extra time. That's for another day, of course, but this current Errigal squad, these I'm going to say youngsters, there's a few older boys there still as well. They're absolutely flying here today. They're dictating the play. It's on their terms, and that's the way it has been really from the 7th through 8th minute here, when they drew level. Never looked back really. Through level, went ahead, and that was the end of that story, I suppose you could say, after Ardboe had led by 2 points, but Ardboe scored in the 6th minute with their last point. The one after that then came in the 31st minute, so that told its own tale as well. The ball on the far side will be a free in for Ardboe. Can they move this ball up the park with a bit of pace? And McGuigan, well, he was pickpocketed. The ball runs loose once again, and Peter Hart in there mopping up the loose ball, taking away the danger and just diffusing the situation.
Hot ball then, Ben.
Yeah, there was a chance went in.
Yeah.
So the referee is going to act on that one, and referee having a word there with the number 17 Matthew Bell in the orange boots as well. It's been certainly a procession, and that goal from Aidan McCrory just added to that. And again, Errigal on the offensive on that far side. They've been so good this afternoon, that's for sure.
Yeah. Any balls he got, sort of 50-50 or long kick out and stuff, just been exceptional today, winning breaking ball. It just shows you a bit of the hunger, desire they have to get in there and work hard, and as you say, win that dirty ball, and that sets them up then nicely then to good platform then to go forward. It's just been great to see. Yeah, they've been very, very impressive. The sun unfortunately has went in behind a cloud, and it could be a spot of rain, but the big support aren't going to worry about that. They'll be happy from an Errigal Ciaran point of view at least to see their side throwing the ball around, and I'm sure Dara McAnally would like to get among the scores as well before the end of the afternoon, as he's already got one on the board. And as we said at the start, first point of the championship this year against Killyclogher at Omagh. It's a long time ago now, but they're one step away from retaining the O'Neill Cup. That's a story for another day, of course, as well. McAnally. Look at Errigal's retention of the ball there. Cormac Quinn nearly got caught on a bit of ball there, but just got out of the spot of ball. He was in very, very quickly, and again sets Errigal just up nicely again. Certainly made his mark with Tyrone, hasn't he? Settled in well, Cormac. Just brilliant, a brilliant first year for him to come in. He had a great championship last year for Errigal, and to come in the first year has been exceptional. I thought of a very, very, very good first year, and he's pushing on now after a serious injury he's had when it's Tyrone finished. So again, he's showing the calibre player he is. Great player, and wish him well as he goes along. McAnally driving forward, and out this right hand side is a very fit looking Aidan McCrory wanting the ball given out to him here, but McCrory, a couple of All-Ireland medals, and thought about maybe retiring, but certainly I'm sure Errigal fans are glad he's retained his position in this side, and it's progressing well. That leadership, that experience, vastly required. As O'Hanlon drives forward out that far side, takes the return pass, and McCrory, look at the burst on down this right hand side again. O'Goose down that far side, steadies himself, ball inside, an opportunity, ball comes across here to Quinn from distance, popped over the bar. Lovely bit of control play from Errigal, just passed around the middle of the field, and then we bust on the far side, like Joe Goosenot, and then to Cormac Quinn, that just mentioned there a couple of minutes ago, and that's 1-2, I think, from your full back line. So,
well, the only man not to score, well, the only two not to score is Dara McAnanley and Ciaran Quinn from the defenders. So there you go, that tells its own story. And the kick out again has caused Ardboe so many heartaches in this encounter, goes wide again, and certainly not a good day for the goalkeeper.
No, but I suppose then a lot of pressure was on the goalkeeper, but again, had he many options? Was there much movement? You know, you have to look at that maybe, Ardboe going forward the next year or two. They need a bit more movement on their kickouts, and a thing they need to work on. Kavanagh
takes possession of the ball inside his own half. He's got support here out this right hand side from O'Hanlon, and O'Hanlon, he lays it back the whole way to his goalkeeper Dara McAnanley. It's been a very good performance from Errigal Ciaran, and no doubt Trillick supporters will certainly prick their ears up when they hear this score, if they're not already watching this one. But certainly a lot of the players are here this afternoon, that's for sure, and they'll be impressed with what they've seen as well. Out it comes out this right hand side once again to O'Hanlon, takes a touch and then just threads a confident pass, and they'll be confidently using that ball, moving it around there. Dara Canavan lays it back to his goalkeeper McAnanley, and McAnanley decides to go on a run of his own, and he's everybody's over the halfway line at this stage, but making up the ground. Canavan out this near side, Critter rather out this near side, and looks to see is there any options on. Confident play, Trainer takes possession to see is there anyone there lending a hand. Challenges go in, but the play continues. McCrory in there battling for it. He loses out on this occasion, no, but immediately they like snappers around a fish. They're getting back in once again. Challenge comes in. The referee has given the free as well. But just the intensity. I was talking to Paddy Talley last night in the commentary for the Trillick Dungannon game, and at times the intensity of the Trillick defence, the intensity of the Errigal defence isn't far off that either.
Oh, definitely exceptional today. They've stood out today. They've really put, I'd say, a whole field. Errigal put on serious pressure on Ardboe today and never give them a second on the ball.
Dara Canavan, three men coming out to look at him. He decides to put it across into the middle, taken very, very neatly. Again out that far side. O'Hanlon driving forward again, or Hart rather. O'Hanlon giving support back inside to Peter Hart again. Peter Hart across the face of the goals, but that puts it over the bar.
I just kept ball lovely again, went into this corner, recycled very quickly, added a wee bit of pace to it. PD 1-2, again essential option, keep the scoreboard ticking, popped it over the bar with a hand pass. That must be nearly 4 or 5 hand pass scores they've had today, so there are dangers from in close to goal and out the field as well, so hard to handle.
Well, 18 to 5 points. Tells its own story, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, surely. I'd say Ardboe want to see the final whistle very, very soon if they could.
I think if you were, you'd be 19 between them, I think. Is that right? 19 points.
It's still 15 minutes to go yet.
That's scary. If you're an Ardboe supporter, an Ardboe player, that's certainly not going to plan, but this is very, very confident.
A long 15 minutes for them.
And you would contemplate making a few changes, wouldn't you, Conor?
You'd think so, maybe even from both sides, just to try and lift the thing from a Ardboe point of view, freshen up a wee bit, and again give a wee bit of
and that's
give a bit of experience to the Errigal boys.
That's their first wide in the game.
Interesting one.
That is, absolutely. Confident display from Errigal Ciaran and the Colonies of Moy Tyrone Senior Football Championship semi-final, the second of the weekend semi-finals. Earlier on today, victory for Moy and Pomeroy in intermediate. Last night, of course, victory for Trillick, and tomorrow it is a big game in the Colonies of Moy Junior Football Championship between Fintona and Drumrah. Do please join us tomorrow afternoon for live coverage of that one. Commentary team tomorrow is our good friend Damien Harvey and Jeremy McNulty. And no doubt there'll be input from Noel McGinn and several other experts on the day as well, just to keep an eye on things, because it could be an intriguing battle between two sides in green and white, of course. Out that far side, a team in the blue, white and yellow.
Rory
Canavan from a tight angle out there.
Yeah.
The umpires give it wide. Linesman, the umpire initially gave it wide on one side, the other umpire gave it, but it has been ruled out. Much to the disappointment of Rory Canavan, who hasn't scored today. Ardboe on the offensive. Down this near side. 18 minutes gone. 2-18. 5 points.
Turned over again. Again, ball didn't really go to hand. Errigal is mopping them. We think simple things up and get a free out. So they'll be on the forward foot again.
Donna Quinn, as we would know her, coming across that 10 to the injured number 2, Cormac Quinn. Just a mouthful of water will do the job. Our Bow official down below is just checking the time there with Cahill, Bale, Sean Devaney, of course, the linesman today. Sean Devaney does, down just checking on him. And certainly it's a one-sided affair, that's for sure. The ball goes out that far side for McAnanley to take it away once again. A very, very subdued atmosphere. The Errigal fans are happy enough with what they're seeing, but it's still very much a one-sided operation, that's for sure, as Hart takes it away down this right-hand side. Letting support there is that number 6, Ciaran Quinn. Quinn back to Hart. It's like a training ground exercise now. It's not even like it doesn't even the intensity of a training ground exercise.
Again, I suppose from an Errigal point of view, how will this affect them going into maybe a county final, sort of having a very easy semi-final? So again, and to like game, they had found it tough against Dungannon last night. So it's hard to know. It was a shooting exercise. It'll give the forwards a bit of confidence right enough, but you'd have preferred a tougher, harder battle going into a county final. Absolutely.
19 points between the sides. We're almost at 20 points between them here in the latter stages of this one. And
I can't remember a semi-final being so in a long time.
Nor can I.
19 points in it. It's one for the record books, possibly.
Could be. Well, the men in the orange jerseys are going to make a change on that far side. Number 21 is Anthony Devlin. He's coming in for Oran Mulgrew. For the closing stages, Errigal Ciaran are running the bench as well, as we expected they would.
3 men coming in.
19 for Errigal Ciaran is Owen Kelly. Coming in for the number 5, Ben O'Donnell. Gary Gormley's busy over there. Number 22 is Ardboe, and that is Keelan Mulligan. He's coming in for the full forward. Didi Mulgrew, is it?
I think so, yeah.
And then Errigal are making a few other changes there on the far side.
$12 for 13.
Finner being withdrawn as well. The man didn't start there. Owen Robinson. And 21 for Dara Canavan. 21 is Brian Horish. So they're not bad boys to be calling in, are they?
No, definitely not. They've lots of experience in, boys. Yeah, they've all played at a high level for Errigal, and
couple with Tyrone, of course, as well.
Yeah, a lot of bit of experience and bit of legs to the game, yeah.
And just I suppose it's a case of seeing this one over the line now and guiding Errigal Ciaran to another final. And the possibility of back-to-back titles looms larger perhaps than it has over the last couple of years, that's for sure.
You have to give credit to Errigal, the team in form at the minute within the county this last couple of years, and they're going to take some stopping now in the county final, but it's a like of a quality of their own as well, so it'll be a very interesting game.
This is promising again. On that far side, the effort comes in.
Peter Hart just wide.
Yeah.
First way of the day from PD, maybe, was it? On good wee drive.
I think that's only their third way.
No, they are. Exceptional shooting, exceptional shooting all day for them. But again, a lot of that would have been not much pressure put on, but PD is controlling things there today.
Some of the points have been exquisite. There's no doubt about it. There's no other way of saying it, because they've just been, they've hit them for fun.
Yeah, just been a joy to watch some of them. In fairness, they've been brilliant,
Ball inside here once again, picked up by Cormac Devlin, who's probably been the pick of the Ardboe men today. He's worked tirelessly for the Loch Shore side. Gets it across to Shea McGuigan, who's also worked hard. Limited options around him though. It goes inside to Teague. He strikes it well. He puts it over the bar.
Yeah, good score. Found a bit of space just in front of the day. Popped a lovely score off his right bit.
Cuts the gap to 18 points to 18 to 6 points. So one-sided affair, that's for sure. And McAnenley stepping up to hit this one. 8 titles Errigal, of course, have won in their history. Ardboe's going to have to wait for an 8th. But they will be honoured on county final day with the 25th side, of course. A certain Mr. Benny Hurl, no doubt, will be involved in that one, and some key names. Shea Coney, perhaps, of course, as well. And not Shea Coney, was it? Stevie Coney.
Stevie Coney, that's right, yeah.
That's right, I was thinking that, yeah. But it's...
they beat us that day, beat us in, I think, quarter-final, beat us in Oma that day, yeah. They were exceptional, good team that time, yeah, strong team.
Strong side.
A couple of Brian McGuigan, Fry McGuigan and that as well,
yeah.
in that team, so, yeah, exceptional team.
Like yourself, they're only young fellas, too.
That's right.
Only Cubs, only Cubs, Anyway, these Cubs from Errigal Ciaran, been very impressive.
Oh, without a doubt, they'll go into the county final full of confidence that they know what they have in the locker. They've been pushed to pin on a colour this year in league and championship some of the games, so plus the experience they built up from last year, they'll be hard to handle. But again, as I said, Tulloch will fancy themselves as well. They see themselves as a championship team. They've a great system. Again, doing exceptional well without Matty Donnelly in their team, you know, so it'll make for hopefully a good game.
You just see the frustration there from Anthony Devlin there as that ball was just rolled across the far side. He sort of went, what are we doing here? What's going on? Like, it's not working. Keelan Mulligan there looking as well, but it's not Ardboe's day, that's for sure.
No, definitely not. I just what Eric's good at keeping the ball. Again, he used Dara McAnenley very, very well. He comes out and sort of creates that extra man. If it happens a wee bit of heat on or pressure on, he's that outlet for that defender to pass the ball back and reset it and go again.
I guess, is that Matty McCarney coming in there for Derek Morrow? Yeah. And again, Mark Hart, Adrian O'Donnell, confident in what they're doing, making the changes, just giving players game time.
Yeah, a great opportunity to do that for them, you know, when they're so far ahead. Gives boys a wee bit of championship game time and a wee bit of experience, and keeps everybody pushing on for a county final. Do
you know what I'm thinking, Conor? Like from that early stage, that first 10 minutes where, you know, Ardboe were 2 points up, 2 great points from Freeze, from McGuigan and from Kyle Coney. There was intensity, there was passion, they were drove with them, and all of a sudden it stopped. And was that a case that Errigal stopped them?
I possibly did. I would say Errigal put a wee bit more heat on them, got a bit more control of the ball around the middle of the field. But I think then the key factor on that was just Ardboe couldn't get out on their kickouts. Just a serious ball to get out the field. Errigal put on serious heat, won numerous breaking ball and set them on the front foot, and thus Ardboe struggled from. And that's the tail of the game from my reading. That's just struggled to really get hands on the ball for long periods of the game, and Errigal just were the opposite. They could control the game with keeping good crisp hand passing, moving the ball quickly, and their talent showed through there with the experience that they have.
Michael McCann being introduced for Rory Canavan, and certainly Daddy will be very happy that now currently vice chairman, of course, of Errigal Ciaran, Peter, and he'll be delighted 20 years on from winning an All-Ireland title alongside yourself, Conor, and he'll be delighted to see his club at a county final once again with the potential of winning back-to-back.
Well, it'll be hard to bet against on this form today, but when you think
such as the Tyrone Championship, though, it's impossible, isn't it? Even though in a game like this here, you'd think, well, Errigal are going to go in here as big favourites. High ball in, dangerous one, locked across the face of the goal. Will it be dealt with? Indeed it will. Referee keeping a close watch there. Ball out this near side once again, and confidently clearing their lines down this near side.
Owen Robinson.
Oh,
nice
lovely
touch.
bit of play from Kavanagh. And Robinson involved, and down this near side comes Errigal Ciaran again.
Oh, Joe
and
Goose
the ball's away for Joe Goose. Will he close in and goal? Will he think about it? He's got a man inside him there, Owen Robinson. He's just been introduced. He's just going to take a couple of toe taps with the ball. 27, almost 28 minutes played. Out this right hand side to Peter Hart. And they're really toying now with Errigal, with Ardboe, that's for sure. An effort from the far side about to come in from Tommy Canavan. And Tommy Canavan's put over the bar.
Yeah, good score again, control, can play. Brilliant turnover, broke out of the fence, brilliant. Ball up to Joe Goose. Nice control play, switched it down across the far side, and Tommy on it again on the left foot.
We score Mark Kavanagh involved in that one there, digging in, and I suppose you do need players to dig in on a day like this, despite the fact they're well in control. You don't want to be giving away scores, and they're still on the verge of maybe a 20-point victory here. 19 between them at this stage in the latter stages of the Connolly's of Moy Tyrone Senior Football Championship semi-final. The ball inside. There you are.
That sort of shows it there, Paddy. Brilliant block. What, 2 minutes to go, and you winning by so much.
19.
Still 19 points. They're putting in still savage effort to get back and defend and don't let Ardboe score. You'd think even just let them go on through, but not Errigal today. They're working as hard from the first minute to the last.
And again, away goes the man Quinn down this right hand side. He's a superb performance today. 3 Ardboe men coming around him. The man inside screwing for his Mark Kavanagh. He takes control of the ball now, and then Quinn continues his run forward. Pass inside, those intercepted, and that's what Ardboe need, a few more of those challenges today. Back in there to Malaghan, deep inside his own half, and he clears his lines, and Ardboe try and work the ball up the park here once again. Devlin has made a good run down this left hand side. Teague driving forward again, takes a couple of solos, and you just see, well, to be fair to Errigal, they haven't taken their foot of the gas, but they've slowed up a wee bit, as you'd expect in a game like this here. Jack Martin takes possession out that far side, gets it across, and Ardboe try and engineer a late score here with Shea O'Hare deep inside the Errigal.
Oh, good hit.
Half.
Good pressure.
Challenges come in. Pressure put on him, and he goes over the sideline with the ball, and will be a
brilliant pressure from
side.
Joe Goose. Ciaran Quinn there just shows you the desire they have, Errigal have to work hard in the last couple of minutes.
Well, I often say 1 minute of additional time, no surprise. I'm going to ask you, just for the fun of it, who would your player of the match be? Who would your man of the match be there today?
For me, I have to go for an old teammate of mine, Petey Hart. Just led by example from start to finish today. Just brilliant all round. A couple of good scores, settled Errigal down when Ardboe had a good start, and just been exceptional all day. Everyone's went through him, and his experience told, and for me, Petey was standout man. Yeah, well, here at Park Columkill, 114 to 3 points it was at half time. It's now 219 to 6 points coming up to the final minutes of this one. Ball inside, an opportunity for the lead to increase to 20. That one's gone wide from McCartan, and as it stands, it's very much a one-sided encounter for sure. Our thanks as always to everybody here at Park Columkill for the hospitality. One of the best clubs and pitches to come to in the county for a cup of tea and a sandwich, and a good warm welcome as always, and certainly thanks to them, and thanks of course to Nevin on camera, to Liam and Ciaran in studio, and we're doing it all again tomorrow of course as well from Neil Seeley Park. But as it stands, Errigal Ciaran are cruising literally here to county final day, and certainly very, very one-sided. I can't believe how one-sided it has been, how comfortable it has been. Just shows you how one-sided it is when they have the luxury to take off the 2 Canovans. You're right. High ball in from O'Hare. Nice strike from Shea, and that has went over the bar, and young lad deserves it probably because he's worked hard. He's worked hard in fairness. Shea, good hard worker, good player Shea. That's it. 18 points between them. All over. Thanks to you, Connor, as well. We didn't thank you deliberately there because just wanted to chat to you.